Today I'm going to tell you a story that you've probably never heard before. A story that has love, betrayal, pain, and those wounds that don't show on the outside but eat a person alive from the inside. This is the story of a couple that looked absolutely perfect from the outside. A man who loved his girlfriend so much that he had secretly bought a ring, was waiting for a special moment, had a dream that on this romantic trip he would get down on one knee and propose. There would be tears. In her eyes, she would say yes, and this moment would become the most beautiful moment of their lives. But life didn't let him fulfill this dream because what happened on this trip was no less than a movie script. But this was no movie. This was a real person's real life and real pain. This couple had gone on this trip for a very special reason. In just a few months, 2 new guests were going to arrive in their home. Yes, you heard that right. Twins. And this was perhaps their last chance to spend time just with each other. Just the 2 of them, without any responsibilities, without any tension, just with love and peace. The man had joy in his heart, hope, love. He was thinking that this trip would be the turning point of their lives, a new beginning, the foundation of a beautiful future. But from the very next morning, something wasn't right. There was a restlessness inside the girl, an anger that was brewing quietly inside her. And then it burst out. She was angry that even after so much time, there was still no engagement. Why was she still just a girlfriend? Why was there no commitment? And the man was silent because he knew the ring was in his pocket. It was a surprise, but he couldn't say anything. And this silence was making the girl even more angry. And when this girl got angry, she became a completely different person. Her tongue would become a sword, and she would strike straight at the heart. She said she wasn't happy in this relationship, that if she wasn't pregnant, she would have left him long ago, that this relationship was over, that she had no feelings left, that he was a bad person. And the man was breaking inside, listening to all this, but was still trying to hold himself together, still thinking that people say things like this in anger, still trying to convince himself that this wasn't what she really thought. But then she did something the man was absolutely not prepared for. She took out her phone, played a video, and held that video right in front of the man's face, a video of her ex-boyfriend. And word by word, she told him how much she used to enjoy it, that she keeps this video, that she watches it. Those 3 seconds, just 3 seconds, and the man's entire world turned upside down. This man had been cheated on before, in every relationship, again and again, and he knew this pain, he recognized it. And this girl knew this too. She was aware of his pain. She had heard this secret herself with her own ears. Yet she did this, and this was not just an accident. This was a deliberately aimed strike, straight at the place that was already wounded. The man got up and walked out, went outside and sat down. His hands were shaking, breathing was difficult. Those 3 seconds were playing again and again in front of his eyes. And all this was still happening 8 hours later when he was writing all this down with shaking hands, sitting alone in the darkness of the night. An hour later, the girl came herself searching for him. There were tears in her eyes. There was regret in her voice. She said she was sorry, that the video was only in the deleted folder, that she doesn't really watch it, that she just forgot to delete it, that she said anything in anger. And the man accepted the apology because there was love, because there were children, because he wanted to believe. They went to dinner, ate food, laughed, some moments passed well. But those 3 seconds of that clip, they weren't leaving his mind at the dinner table too, on the way back to the hotel too, in the elevator too, while entering the room too. And when at night the girl tried to come close, when she extended her hand, that clip came again, and the man was so broken inside that he couldn't feel anything. His body was there, but his heart had gotten lost somewhere. This happened a few times. He kept moving away, and then he told the truth. And the girl got angry again, said that she had prepared so much, worn a dress, done everything, and got nothing, that the man wasn't giving her anything emotionally or physically. That night the man spent in the living room, alone, in the darkness, with the weight of responsibility of becoming a father to his unborn children on his shoulders. There was love, and there was pain, and there was confusion, and there was absolutely no sleep. In the morning the girl tried, had a straight conversation, showed the hidden folder, let the man delete it himself, admitted her mistakes, mentioned his mistakes too. Something got better, a little hope sparked. And then that same day, she did so much that the man was left amazed. A surprise gift was on the table when he was in the shower. She had booked a restaurant of his favorite cuisine by the beach without telling him, paid for everything herself, played mini golf together laughing and having fun, made a Build-A-Bear for their unborn children with their own voices recorded, thinking that when those children grow up, they will be able to hear their parents' voices, dinner at a beachfront, restaurant in the evening, and at night coming back home, she lit candles, got popcorn ready, put on a movie. But there was only one question in the man's mind. Was she doing all this out of genuine love, or was it just guilt forcing her to do all this? Because guilty people do exactly this. They make grand gestures so they can feel better themselves, so the other person forgives them, so life can move on. But had something really changed inside? At night, the girl got sick. She had forgotten her nausea medication. She started vomiting. She went to sleep in bed. And the man was staring at the ceiling, closed his eyes, and that clip appeared. Opened his eyes, and that question appeared. Whether he could save this relationship, whether he should save it, what would happen to his unborn children, whether love still survives after so much pain, whether a person who gives wounds again and again can ever change. And finally a decision was made. He would finish the trip, spend a few days apart, then sit at home and have a face-to-face conversation. Either this relationship would genuinely move forward properly, with respect, with trust, or both would go their separate ways, raise the children together, but live separately. Because every person deserves one forgiveness. But calling repeated pain by the name of love is the biggest betrayal of yourself. And this man was no longer ready to betray himself. Now you tell me, what would you have done in this man's place? Would you give this relationship one more chance? Can love still survive after so many wounds? And the most important question, do some people never change?